Hi, I'm Steve Gimbert with the G-Man Radio Network. Recently, we went out to Beaubrooks Farms and visited with a good friend of ours, singer-songwriter Justin Patterson.
I've been around, my friend, and talking starting over again. I like the way that she holds me. I feel her closing in.
So Justin, how long have you been writing, sir?
Well, I've been writing probably, I think I wrote my first songs when I was in high school, and it was just a passion, you know. It was like, I heard that first James Taylor album, or not the first one, but the greatest hits, you know, the
Yes.
white one.
Oh, yeah.
And Something in the Way She Moves and Caroline in My Mind. And there was just something about him expressing himself that way that just really inspired me to want to do that. Because I'd been playing guitar since I was about 6, but I hadn't really gone that direction with it, you know.
Right.
And so it was a life-changing moment for me, was that James Taylor. It's probably when I was in high school, probably.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow. But that song that you did that we played just a little clip
Yeah.
of, tell me about that. I mean, that's, wow.
Well, the funny thing about it was I was going back through some old tapes, and you know, I've been writing for so long, and there's like vaults of stuff that are cassettes and things
Right.
like that you kind of forget in your mind when you've been at it for this long. And but yeah, that song I wrote when I was 20 years old.
Wow.
And it's funny to go back and listen to the words of what you're writing about when you're 20. It's so innocent, you know, it's so innocent. And back then, you're not trying to write the perfect song, you're just expressing what's going on. And it's kind of refreshing to go back and listen to those songs and play those songs.
Well, and that was the first time I had heard that song.
Yeah.
Now, of course, Highway 65.
Right.
What, if you've ever made the journey? I mean,
Oh,
you
yeah.
mention it when you talk about it, but
Yeah.
it is so true. What an amazing, you capture musically
Well, thank you.
and
Yeah.
take people places.
Yeah, and that's such great imagery, and where we capture that as songwriters, I don't know. I guess it's just a gift, and to be able to express the condition of that geographic area in
Right.
such a perfect way that touches people is really gratifying to me.
Well, I think it's interesting because, I mean, Charlie Crow, you know, the late, great Charlie Crow
Yeah.
was great. It always starts with a lyric, a line,
Right,
and turns into a song.
right.
And to be able to take your audience there.
Right. And it's such a inexact science of where this comes from, you know, because we work at songwriting,
Yes.
but then there's stuff that, you know, you've heard the great songwriters talk about it. You know, I just captured it out of the air or
Right.
whatever. We don't know what that means, but it's something I love to do.
Do you feel like the songs find you?
I think that's a way to say it, because I mean, I don't ever really sit down a lot and say, I've got to write about this.
Right.
Now, sometimes what I'll do is I'll have a phrase that'll pop up
Right.
that I might use as a title or something and kind of build around that. But as far as I'm going to write about this, I never really do that. So it's got to be something just, you know, that you just capture, you know.
You're currently recording with your partner, Ten Penny Gypsy. Tell me
Yeah.
about that.
Well, we've done 2 albums as Ten Penny Gypsy, Laura Lynn Danley and myself, and we've been so fortunate to have those albums get some recognition. We've been nominated for 7 Arkansas Country Music Awards. Our first album was nominated for Album of the Year at those awards, and we've had some nominations for Americana Artist and things like that. We actually won an Arkansas Country Music Award for our podcast,
Wow.
which was cool. Our Sounds of Unity show that had to go virtual because
Right.
of COVID was honored as Podcast of the Year, so that's neat. We want to try to go back into the studio. We'd love to work with Anthony Crawford, the great Anthony Crawford that was with Neil Young and Steve Winwood. He kind of discovered us and took our songs and molded them, and we
Right.
kind of like to go back to work with them. We're not sure of a timeline, but we have the songs to do it.
Oh, that's fabulous. You mentioned Sound of Unity. That is, I understand that's back again.
It is.
And you've changed venues.
Yes.
What a well-kept secret, this venue. Tell me about this.
Oh, After 5, it's down at, for you people that know Little Rock, it's at Bowman and Markham. It's in a flower store, and they have turned it into the neatest little wine bar. And
They call it a speakeasy.
it's a speakeasy. It's got
Yeah.
it's got a lit stage and everything, and it's the perfect venue. Last night there, we had the great Rachel Fields of Brick Fields out of Northwest Arkansas, and she just blew the place away.
Wow.
And over the years, you know, it's been so gratifying. It was the brainchild of Laura Lynn Danley. She came up with it. She wanted to connect us with other Arkansas artists, wanted to give them a place, a listening room environment to have their songs heard, because there's such great talent here.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Yeah.
And we will put links for all of that. Of course, this venue, we're at the River Bottom Winery. These guys are amazing.
Yes.
3 performers or groups every weekend during season. So we thank them very much. We will have links to all of these in the description below. By the way, be sure to hit the like, follow, subscribe. Do you have a website or Facebook? What's the best way to get in touch with you folks?
tenpennygypsy.com is just a very comprehensive website of all the things we've done. That would be the place to go. Of course, we are on Facebook, Instagram, and all that kind of stuff too. But we're proud of our website, so go to tenpennygypsy.com.
Absolutely. Of course, we're at gmanradionetwork.com. Thank you for hanging in there with us. Thank you, Justin, for all your music.
Thank you.
Until next time, same station, I'm Steve Gimbert.
I'm on the road to Memphis.